I'm so happy to seeing you, Paul.
Well, it's nice to be in Hong Kong again. I think we've been dealing in Hong Kong for about 11 years now, and it's a good place to come. Okay, well, so a slight introduction. When I left university, I ended up working in England, in restaurants and wine and various things. And then I thought it would be nice to have an excuse to go home. So I bought a very bad sheep farm, and we started planting vines in 1989 in an area where no one had ever planted vines. This was undoubtedly stupid, but now we have a good producing vineyard, a winery which works, is modern, clean, and I suppose a very, very, a good reputation around the world, because we now sell in 16 or 17 different countries. But some countries are nicer to sell in than others.
So, as you said, you actually came to Hong Kong for 11 years, right? So, why you start at Hong Kong for your Asian market?
Well, to be honest, I have no idea. It's like in this business, opportunities come, opportunities go. I was talking to someone in Singapore and nothing much happened. Provine in 1998, I think, maybe 99. Jackie Chow, who runs FICO, came to my stand. We talked. He liked the wine. And that was it. We've been dealing in Hong Kong with FICO ever since, very happily.
Simple and easy?
Well, this business is about relationships, and it's nice to deal with people you like. Life is too short not to.
You're so funny, Paul. So, what next step maybe? Because it's 2012 this year. Then the next year you're working in Hong Kong is 12 years, right? Yep. So, how about the 13 years or 14 years? So maybe start with China, Japan, or something like that?
Well, we sell a little bit in China now, a little bit through FICO, and also an importer in Shanghai. But it's very hard to... I'm not a corporation. We don't plan to the same degree. Like last year, if you'd asked me what my biggest market was going to be in 1 year's time, I would have been completely wrong.
What?
My biggest market is now Russia.
Oh, really? Oh.
But a year and a half ago, I sold nothing to Russia.
Okay, but this is business, right? So, can you give some comment to the Hong Kong drinker? What, the atmosphere in Hong Kong right now, or what do you feel about Hong Kong drinkers?
It's, I live in London, I live in New Zealand. New Zealand economy is okay. Europe is not very happy. So as soon as you get into Hong Kong, you feel, but life is actually not so bad. There is more energy, and people are more confident that, tomorrow will be okay.
Which year, which vintage make you very happy?
It's actually difficult because the weather in the South Island of New Zealand is extreme. It can be quite hot, it can be very cold. So the worst vintage we ever had from, shall we say, a business point of view was 2007, because it was very cold and wet during flowering, and we made 25% of our normal production. The red wine was all rubbish because it never got ripe enough. But we made some good white wine. So, good or bad?
Yeah. Balance, right? So, in this 2000 to 2010, which one you recommend to the buyers or drinkers? Most valuable?
2006 was brilliant for Pinot Noir and for Ram Paddock Red, which is our Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc blend. For white wines, it was good for Chardonnay, and it was okay for Sauvignon and Riesling.
So for the white wine, I know you have Chardonnay, Riesling, and stuff like that. For your personal, which grapes you prefer?
For your own taste. For my own taste, Riesling with bottle age, and Pinot Noir, also with bottle age.
That's cool. Also, thank you very much, Paul. Well, it's nice to see you again.
And you?
And I hope you next year maybe see you.
Well, yeah, just keep drinking my wine, and I can afford to come here more often.